I grew up on a farm here in Ontario, and at different times we had pig farm and beef cattle, we had racehorses, and we had poultry. As the youngest brother in the family, I ended up getting a lot of the dirtiest jobs and really developed kind of an affinity towards the animals and got to really appreciate how things worked on the farm with the people supporting the animals and the animals supporting the people, and it was really a nice place to grow up. Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Petrick. I've been a practicing veterinarian for over 15 years, and I have a master's degree in animal welfare. So almost everything that helps animal welfare will help the life and the lifestyle of the farmer as well. And so trying to make the two of those work together is really of interest to me. Euthanasia is defined as giving a good death to an animal that's suffering. But on the farm it means quite a bit more. On the farm it's a tool that we can use to improve animal welfare. It's a way to relieve the suffering of an animal that won't recover or doesn't have a good enough quality of life, even if it does recover, to make it fair for that animal to go through it. I've heard many times that people keep sick animals around because they're trying to get the last dollar out of them. And the way I see it from my experience on the farms, it's the exact opposite, is that people can't give up on an animal and euthanize it. They want to keep trying to make it better.
One of the challenges with the whole thing is the old saying that where there's life, there's hope. So my name is Bob Wilson. We have kind of a diversified farming operation. We have some cash crop and then we have a beef cow-calf operation. So all of farming is working with biological systems, so there's constantly monkey wrenches being thrown into your plans. The hardest ones are the chronic situations where it's not absolutely clear that the animal's in a lot of pain and there's still hope that she may recover. And those are the situations where you've nursed this animal along and you're her cheerleading team. It's like, come on, you can get better, and it's just not going to happen. And those are really hard to euthanize. Yeah.
Everyone deals with it differently, but I think a big part of the problem is when people don't recognize why they're upset. And I think that if people recognize the fact that it's euthanizing the animals that makes them upset, they can start to deal with it without having it linger and bother them for a long time afterwards.
Growing up on the farm, it's just a natural way. Do I enjoy it? Never. Is it always done with care? Yes. It's never something that anybody enjoys, but it needs to be done. I am Deb Terpstra. I grew up outside of Brussels, Ontario, on a large swine operation. Farming with my family. I had the biggest collection of little stuffed pigs. It's been an obsession. I've always loved it, and I've always known that I wanted to farm. In order to survive, you cannot ignore economics. If you are a good farmer, and if you truly care for your animals, the two fall hand in hand.
Once you've made the decision to euthanize, you've decided that that's the right thing to do in the best interest of the animal. But as I said, where there's life, there's hope, and now you're giving up hope.
It's important to remember that euthanasia, despite the finality of it, is often one of the best things that we can do to promote animal welfare on a farm. One of the things that I think is really important for anyone who's euthanizing an animal is for them to be really comfortable and really confident in their ability to euthanize well. If the process that you use to put the animal out of its misery is something that you're comfortable with and you know that it's humane, it's far easier to do and to do in a timely manner.